my channel, and on today's video we will be discussing how you can find your purpose. Do you want to know your sole purpose of being here on earth? It is to sow seeds, to sow the word of God into this world, to be a helping hand, love thy neighbor, to spread the gospel, to pray for lost souls. Okay guys, so I'm about to break down why our main purpose is to sow seeds and what it actually means and the story behind it. Pastor Philip from 2819 Church, as you all know, I talked about them in my last video, and I'm going to reference something that he broke down to me in this video. So in Matthew 13 verses 24 through 43, when God was explaining this parable. So I summed it up and I'm going to read it. If you hear my kids in the background, just bear with me. I'm a mother. The kingdom of heaven may be compared to a man who sowed good seed in his field, but the enemy sowed weeds. So the way that he broke this down was that the field where they sowed the seeds would be the world. The man who sowed the good seeds would be, of course, Jesus Christ. And the good seeds would be the sons and daughters of Christ. The one who sowed the weeds, the bad stuff, was the devil. The weeds that grew equals the sons of evil one. So how he explained it is that the wheat and the weeds look alike. They look alike, but only the farmer or the man who sowed the good weed could tell them apart, Jesus Christ. So how he explained it is that we could be sitting next to somebody who's a weed and we are a wheat, but we wouldn't know them by just looking at them. Only the farmer, God, would know them by their heart. That way he's able to separate the good wheat from the bad weeds. And he said the good wheat went to the barn, the kingdom of heaven, and of course the weeds were burned in a furnace, which is, you all know what that means. So another thing that he said is good behavior or being moral does not equal safe or children of God. Just like when that weed was growing, we might look at someone on the street and think they're a Christian. We might look at someone in church and think they are saved. They are a child of God because they're in the church. But do their heart show, do their fruit show that they are a person of God? So basically what I want to get to by telling this portion of it is that a light bulb kind of went off in my head when he was explaining that God sowed the good wheat, and then from that good wheat of sons and daughters, he got more seeds to sow. So these sons and daughters of Christ sowed into these seeds. Them seeds are being grown. Those sons and daughters of Christ are going to sow in those seeds that come from them. So honestly, that just made me realize that we are a product of somebody sowing great seeds. Us, the sons and daughters of Christ, are a product of somebody that we knew or that we were close to sowing good seeds into us. And a lot of people in this world wants to know what their sole purpose of being here is. Because like Ephesians 2:10 says, we were created to do God's work. So everyone on earth has a purpose. And from me learning the analogy, or from him breaking down the parable of sowing good seeds, and we are harvesting the season, we are the seeds from the root of this harvest getting sown. We have to sow good seeds. Everyone's purpose on earth is to sow good seeds. That means we are supposed to be out here being disciples, sharing the word of God, sowing into ministry, sowing into people, not just having great behavior and not sinning. We have to get out and sow good seeds. We have to get out and sow the word of God into this world. Not sinning and being obedient goes hand in hand. Even though everyone's purpose looks the same, it looks different because of different environments. So if you want to get closer to your environment of serving your purpose and closer to exactly where God needs you to serve your purpose, you need to be out right now doing the Lord's work. You need to be doing what God needs us to get out here and do, which is sharing the gospel, sharing the word of God, praying for lost souls to be saved, and just loving thy neighbor. So that's all, guys. That's all I wanted to share. I feel like God really spoke this to me. I think yesterday it really all came to me, and I felt the urge to get on here and to share with others, to sow this seed to you all so that we can keep working together to save as many souls as we can, so that we can all be in the kingdom of heaven together, and just to also be on the right side. Nobody wants to hear depart from me. I know I don't want to hear it. 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 All right, guys, that's all for today's video, and I don't know what's going to be my next video. I feel like God just told me to get on here and to share this with you all. So I'm obeying. I'm being obedient. Remember what I told y'all. Not sinning and obedience goes hand in hand. You can't just not sin. You have to also be obedient. Bye.